Hi, my name is Rolando Gomez. I'm a student at Gateway Technical College Culinary Arts Program in Racine. Today, I'm going to show you how to prepare Bunuelos Mexicanos. Bunuelos Mexicanos is a pastry dish that we do for the holidays every year, and it's also very kid-friendly. You want to mix first you want to mix your dry ingredients, okay? And in here, I have 3 cups of regular all-purpose flour. That's 2, and that's 1. And all this is being done with things that you have around the kitchen, okay? The next ingredient that I'm going to be putting in there is 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. This gives it a little leavening agent so that the buñuelos rise and get nice and bubbly. And you'll see when it's all put together. The next dry ingredient is a teaspoon of salt. Again, using just your basic ordinary tools. A tablespoon of sugar. So those are my dry ingredients. Now, you can mix it. What I'd like to do is just take a normal fork, mix it together so that it's well incorporated. Okay. The next process of the dough is to cut what we like to call in culinary arts, cut your fats or your solids in. Okay. Here I have a stick of butter actually. All right. It's 1 cup of butter and it's kind of at room temperature. Now, we have 2 ways of actually cutting the butter in. We can use, if you have one at home, it's called a pastry cutter, okay, in which you just start cutting it in. If you don't have a pastry cutter, you can actually use your fork, just a regular ordinary fork, and do the same thing that the pastry cutter would actually do. By taking your fork and getting the butter and the flour to look sort of like a pea-sized pieces of actual butter. And it looks pretty good to me right now. In here, I have 2 eggs. I also have 3/4 of a cup of milk that I'm going to add into it. And the reason I do it in a different bowl is that it allows me to break the egg yolks to get a better consistency with the dough. I then whisk it up a little bit. And once that's well incorporated, I then pour it into the actual dry ingredients, right into that little bowl that you made. The next part is what the children like to call fun, okay? You can begin by first tossing the dough around a little bit, just to kind of incorporate the wet with the dry. As you can see, now is the time to actually get your hands dirty, okay? What I do is I sprinkle a little flour on the cutting board. As you can see, it's a little sticky, okay? But that's the beginnings of a very good dough. Well, go ahead and put that on there. Now, as you can see, I poured quite a bit of flour on the cutting board. And what we want to do is knead the flour. It's a little wet. You can add as much flour as you need. Okay. You want to bring it forward. Tuck your palm of your hand down. Roll it over. Roll it over. So now you can see the dough is now starting to take shape. We want to roll it in a loaf-like. Okay. Now you can have a cutter, a knife, or whatever. I just like to take a pinch off, roll it in my hand. Here I have a baking tray with some wax paper. All right, I even flour the wax paper a little bit. These are where the dough, the little balls are going to sit, and they're going to rest for about 20 minutes. Okay, You want about 2 ounces, almost like a small meatball. All right? You want to start setting them down. Grab yourself another batch. This is the end of the actual preparation of the dough. In the next video, we're going to show you how to finish these, to fry these up and to finish them off. Okay? For more information in our culinary arts program, please go to gtc.edu/culinary arts. Please enjoy the recipe.